Okay, we're doing exercise 11A from the first year mechanics textbook. This is question 3. So I'm given velocity as a function of time, and then part A, quite simple, find the velocity when t is 1. So we're just going to substitute 1 into that function. So in part A, so this is question 3. Okay, so v is 3 plus 5t minus t squared. So when t is 1, v is 3 plus 5 minus 1. So v is 7 meters a second. Okay, and then part B, the greatest speed. Okay, so if we look back, so v is a function of t, and that's obviously a quadratic, and it's a negative t squared. So I know, without even sketching it accurately, that it will be, so v as a function of t is a negative quadratic. So the maximum is obviously going to be this point here. So I've actually got two ways of finding that. I could differentiate and find the stationary point. I could complete the square. They have given me an interval from 0 to 4. So as long as my answer falls between 0 and 4, it's going to be a legitimate answer. So let's, so tell you what the quickest way is, let's just to get the vertex from your calculator. So you can either get the vertex from your calculator, or, so I would check that as well, just check we get the same answer. If I do it as a stationary point, so it's 5 minus 2t. So if it's a stationary point, it's when that equals 0. So 2t is 5, so t is 5 over 2, and that does fall between t is 0 and t is 4, so that works. And then the velocity of the particle when t is 7, and describe the direction. So again, that's apart from this extra bit about describing the direction, it's quite straightforward. It's just substituting 7 into the velocity, similar to part A. So the velocity is going to be 3 plus 5 times 7 minus 7 squared. So still with the calculator, so 3 plus 35 minus 49. So it's minus 11 meters a second. So obviously the significance of asking us about the direction is the fact we've got the minus there. So describe the motion of the particle. Well, it's the opposite direction to the direction it started travelling in. Okay, so whatever direction this 7 meters a second was in, the minus 11 is the opposite direction. Oh, crikey, so I've just realised I didn't answer B correctly. Okay, right, let's go back and finish off B. Right, must read the question carefully. So B didn't ask me for the time, it asked me for the greatest speed. Okay, do be careful of that, because that would have cost me quite a few marks if this was an exam question. So going back to B, now I've got the value of t. V is, so V is 3 plus 5 times t minus t squared. So V is 3 plus 5 times 2.5 minus 2.5 squared. Again, 3 plus 5 times 2.5 minus 2.5 squared. So 9.25 meters per second. Okay, that's better.